www.DESIblitz.com.
How important are the Asian Media Awards? I think it's pivotal, really. It's critical that this industry, which is growing, has its own central focal point.
We think they're really important. They're really important to the Asian media scene. They're really important for everyone who's been part of this, and for other people to get that recognition. I think it's really, really important.
It's just a recognition that the Asian media as a community want to stand up and support films like this, which are very difficult films.
I think when you work in the Asian media business is that actually fellow Asians can be your worst critics, and that's quite rightly, because I think they feel very close to the content that you're doing, and they connect with it, so they've got a very strong opinions. So I think to have the Asian Media Awards, which gives you recognition from fellow Asian professionals and Asian people in the media, is a real honour, really. So I'm very grateful.
I think they're very important. I think people like to have recognition for their hard work, and it's almost like a goal to aim for.
Well, considering I've won 2 of them, I think they're incredibly important. If I'd won none of them, I would have thought they were the biggest waste of time in the whole history of award ceremonies, because that's the kind of guy I am. But yes, I've won 2.
It's a recognition for everybody, so everybody gets recognised in what they do, and they feel appreciated in what they do as well.
No, I think, anything to sort of like highlight the kind of the positives of being Asian nowadays. I think a lot of Asian culture has been going through a bad time, recently, and I think we need to sort of redress that. We need to sort of, find a balance there, and I think this is just a really positive thing. It's a positive thing, and I'm sort of proud to be part of it.
I think that they are actually, having thought about it a lot over the last year, is that they are really important, because not only does it put us on a level playing field in many ways, but also it creates role models and inspiration for the new generation. And I think that is what's important. I mean, for us, it was really hard to go into media because it just wasn't acknowledged. And a lot of people now think of Asian media as a kind of stepping stone into mainstream, but actually it's a great industry to be part of.
Hugely important. Asian media is huge. It's been going on for years. There's some really great people in this industry, and for the first time we're being recognised, and I think that's a huge achievement in itself.
I think they're vital. At the end of the day, there are many people within the industry who are not only just working within the Asian industry, but breaking through into mainstream, and they are doing lots of work, and it's fantastic that they are being recognised for the achievements that they are making.
It's amazing to see an awards ceremony like this, to see what people are doing in the documentary field, in the radio field, in the entertainment field, presenting. I think British Asians are doing very, very well. I wish the media would better represent members of black and minority ethnic communities. I think the media is doing a much better job than it did 10 or 20 years ago, but it's still not doing good enough.
We're feeling very well, feeling very good indeed, and it's a pleasure to be here. We want to say thank you to Asian Media Awards for allowing us to have this award, and we're really chuffed at the moment.
And where do you take it from here?
Well, I think we're just going to keep plugging away and doing what we always do and providing good content. We've been doing this for the last 5 years, and I don't think it's going to stop. It's always good to receive recognition like this, but I think it still means business as usual from tomorrow onwards, which is good.
Is there any specific people that you'd like to thank?
We'd like to thank the whole team. We'd like to thank yourself, Aisha, Big Singh, Sona. We've got Faisal here, the whole team, all the contributors, all the videographers, all the writers, the editors, everyone that's made this happen. It can't happen with 1 or 2 people. It's got to happen with the whole team, and we just want to say thank you to everyone who's been part of this.
Faisal, do you want to add anything onto that?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the whole team in the UK. We've got a worldwide audience, and we've got some brilliant writers across the world. So I'd just like to thank everybody, our respective partners, our supporters, and of course, Aisha, you.
Brilliant.
I feel really humbled, actually, as the head of programmes on the Asian Network, that we've received this award. We're part of the BBC, but to us as people, we've been in this industry for a very long time, and this is a long time coming, actually. Just a real milestone in Asian media, a celebration from marketeers to PR to TV to websites such as DESIblitz and the BBC Asian Network. It's a real key event, I think. We've had a really good year on the Asian Network. I've been in charge for just over a year, but I used to be head of music, and before that I used to be a presenter on the station, and we've delivered some great output, or more that my team have delivered some great output. And for us, it's not just about linear radio listening anymore. You know, it's got to be much more than that. You know, it's got to be about people who consume our content in different ways, whether it's watching a video on our website, whether it's listening to a podcast, whether it's just listening to a bit on their smartphone and a clip, something that we've clipped from an interview. You know, it's consuming BBC Asia Network's content in a number of different ways, and that's what we're doing now.
It's a real honour to receive this award. You know, this was a very difficult film to make. I directed it. Tazeen obviously reported for us, and it was a film that was very controversial and it was very difficult. We filmed it over 3 years. It was about a live police investigation looking at a child sexual exploitation case.
As you can imagine, I'm feeling kind of oddly elated. It just feels really nice.
You talk about controversial subjects. I mean, like, tell us about it. I mean, what's it mean to you?
It means that good, solid journalism, asking difficult questions, talking to the audience directly, allowing them to divulge things about themselves that perhaps they hadn't even told of family members is a great honour and a privilege which I treat with care. Look, when you do a phone-in show, the biggest mistake people make is confusing opinion with fact. An opinion is not a fact. No matter how many people down a pub or down a cafe or down a gurdwara or the mosque or the mandir has said it, it is not the one.
For me, it's been my campaign work for Damini, the Jyoti Singh Pandey who was gang raped in Delhi. I set up my campaign in January this year. I didn't realise at the time what I was doing. I just thought I was helping somebody. I took the initiative to do it, and you know, somebody said to me the other day, Rena, it takes a lot to be part of a cause, but it takes even more to start up a cause, and that's exactly what I've done. And tonight, that's what's been recognised.
To win is great, and I think it's testament to the whole team. Although it's for best TV character, I think it takes my co-writers and the makeup and the costume and my producers and director to make that character happen. And my fellow cast as well. You know, there's no character unless you've got other cast around as well, and they're proper actors who've been doing it for a long time. So it feels good, and I want to share it with everybody, and especially Felix Dexter, who played Omar in Citizen Khan, who recently passed away, and he was such a great man and helped me so much. And it was a big inspiration, so you know, this is to him really. Mr. Khan Cumulative Leader will be very happy with this. Yes, it's the first one of many. Next will be MBE, BMW, and XR3.
Tell us a little bit about your blog then. What do you do?
Well, when I first went to uni, I was under the impression that it was like a gender equality sort of environment, and when I got there it was like the complete opposite. So what I decided to do was blog about it so that I could just expose it to a lot of people who previously might not have known about it, and it just went from strength to strength, which is just incredible.
So how important do you think online and digital media is for the future?
They're absolutely incredible. It's actually shaping journalism. I mean, somebody once said, well, I can't quote them, but they were like, print media is dead, and while it's not completely dead, with the rise of technology, social networking, there is a space for digital journalism, and it's just going to continue to thrive in so many different ways.
It feels fantastic. I want to thank all the cast, the crew, the creatives on behalf of Rivka and Watford Palace Theatre, and obviously our audience who have thoroughly enjoyed the show and have always supported us and our work over the last 13 years. So it's fantastic to win this award, yeah.
It's a publication. It's a Midlands-based publication that's been around for 12 years. It's a monthly publication, and it's well established. We cover stories in terms of local news. We've got an entertainment section called DESIblitz, which covers Bollywood and UK Brit artists. So it's a publication that's ongoing, and we're going to receive more awards like this.
6% campaign is about raising awareness within the Asian community, trying to increase the number of Asians on the bone marrow register, and making a difference to someone's life, and trying to increase the chances of finding a match for Asians that are in need of a bone marrow transplant.
journalism is struggling a little bit nowadays, especially in the digital age. I mean, what kind of lengths have you gone to stay relevant and current?
I think I think print still has some relevance because some people still want to kind of have that tangible feeling of having a print magazine. But I think we understand the challenges of having a digital competition, and we're very much looking into exploring that part of digital magazines as well. So we're kind of working on that as well. Yeah.
Easier to say over the years, I think one of our most important campaigns that's made a difference has been the forced marriage campaign, and I think that's one that we are most proud of, and then Slumdog Millionaire. So those are my two moments.
Then of course musically, I mean, I deal with the music side of things, and so we've now set up Virtual Records as part of the umbrella group, which is the Headline Factory. We also now have a digital division called Core Plus One Digital. So lots of exciting things happening in 2014, which we're about to announce, officially. And so this has come at a fantastic time for us, because it's just a great way to go, into 2014, and I'm really happy.
If you had one favourite song that you could play on repeat, which song would that be?
I'd say, probably something from DESIblitz, which is an old movie, only because after school I used to come home and watch it every single day. It was my favourite.
I think for me it would be Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
No, I think I'll go with something a little bit more, go with Tum Hi Ho, something from a brand new Bollywood kind of tune.
Fantastic. Well, I love all kind of music, all genres of music, because running the station, you just love it all. But if I had anything in particular, it probably would be from a film called Ashiki.
The wonderful thing about Coronation Street is that it's like every storyline's like a surprise, right? So you get to do the most extreme kind of it's just wonderful. It's for an actor to work every week is just a wonderful thing. And like we did the whole kind of like Sunita thing, which was really sort of dramatic. But right now is like Dev's trying to get fit because apparently they think he's overweight. So and that's fun. Oh, I know. Thank you very much. So no, but really, I mean, I honestly mean it. There isn't one seminal thing. Everything seems to be sort of like have its own advantages. So it's wonderful.
What is the most pressing issue in Britain that we are facing today?
Ooh, there's a question. What is the most pressing issue? A variety of issues, from the state of the economy to the state of the planet. I would say in the context of these awards here tonight, we're still trying to reconcile what kind of society we are, whether we're a multicultural society or only a multiracial society, what is the role of religion and minorities in public life, and I think a lot of the journalists in that room tonight are trying to grapple with those issues and trying to explain them.
Tell us about Amjad on the TV series. What's he going to do next?
He's going to wear very small underpants, if this is true, in the next episode. So none of my family are watching it because they're very religious, and I'm going to get a panty. You know what panty is, right? I'm going to get a slipper, very hard on the bottom.
Can you give us your best Uncle G impression?
Yes, I'll do my dad's impression. He said to me the other day, he said, I said, what is life to my dad? He said, you know, what it is you got to you got to deal with whatever you get. Okay, whatever, it might be hideous, it doesn't matter, you deal with it. But if it's really annoying, you just leave it in the kitchen. I said, is that really what you think life is? He said, life? I thought you said wife. So that was nice of him.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.